Alright, everyone. So, this is basically a follow-up to my three-part video. I know I did say that it was going to be my last one, but I just wanted to follow up with something because I know I said a whole lot in there as far as like everything that all my friends, especially from the Nutbwallers group, needed to know. But I was going to follow up with something because I'm going bigger picture here. Alright? So, look, I meant everything that I said in the last video, and just to make it clear, look, I'm not saying I want all of these friends to leave me, okay? These remaining ones, and I'm talking about the ones that were, I'm talking about like the Nutbwallers and all the other remaining friends like Anastasia and Julio and Russ, Dewey. I'm talking about guys like that who I'm not saying that they're gonna, I want them to leave me. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it just surprises me about them that staying as like that. These guys that they were able to stay with me even after all that I said from last year, even leading up to the group text incident. Heck, I'm even more surprised that that Dewey and Julio even stayed. I know Dewey said he's going to give me one more chance, but I thought everyone could have just walked out on me like that. But no, I'm going to say it again. I'm not saying I want any of these guys to leave me. No, that's not what I'm saying. It just so happens. I mean, I'm sure they're going to give me another chance, but like I said, they have their limits towards me now. As far as, me trying to better myself and maturing, especially after what Carlos said, that he wants to see a stronger version of me when I have a new job and all that. I mean, that's a guarantee. I am going to be a stronger version of me. I mean, it's just been nothing but a drag fest in this dump. I hate to say it. It's been nothing but a drag fest, and that takes a mental toll out of me. That's why I can never be me, even when I come home. It's just the facts of the matter. I'm saying what I'm saying because this is where my life is at, man. It's already in complete shambles. Just being in the same place. The life that I'm going through right now, it has not gotten this worse and like, I don't know. Can I say ever? Because I'm going through a whole lot of shit right now that nobody ever has to know. I'm not here to talk about any of my personal problems in detail. But some of it I'm going through right now, it's like you would have to agree with me that your problems at home, such family problems, this and that can be the worst things that can ever happen. I don't want to say the worst things, but it can be some of the most painful things that you can ever encounter. I mean, some people may not find it that deliberately painful, but for me, every time I go through one, it's always this painful for me. I even gone through one very, very recently. It's just but I'm not gonna say what it is. I mean, I'm not here to talk about any of my personal problems at all. That's just not me. I don't talk to any of my friends about my personal problems. I mean, outside, other than the fact that I'm in this dump, right? So, I mean, it's just a matter of just having to go through these issues in general is why, right now I pretty much have like the most stressful life out of all my other friends. No, I'm not talking about in general. I'm not talking about from before and all that. I'm not talking about in general. I'm talking about this recent time. I'm not talking about in general. I'm talking about this recent time. So as far as like what, and especially as of what I've done nothing since what for the past several years. And as where this year stands for me, man, it's just not very good. I mean, 2025 for me, if it continues to be this way, so where I have these ongoing issues that I have a hard time solving, it may go down even worse than last year. I said in 2023, it was like, man, it was already the worst year. And then when it came to 2024, that overlapped 2023 as the worst year, right? And then now coming to 2025, and especially after what I did, for my own good and for their safety, I'm talking about the guys that, the Nutbwallers and some of my other friends, for their safety, knowing what I'm still going through and all that, I don't want any of them to see me like this. I don't. I mean, it is what it is at this point. They can feel a certain way, like, oh yeah, I'm a coward, this and that, like Carlos told me. I mean, they feel what they want to feel. If I'm ghosting them, this and that, I mean, let them. I'm not saying that I'm disrespecting them. They can find this whole thing. I mean, I'm surprised that these guys have never gotten as far as me disrespecting them. I'm pretty sure they know I don't disrespect them, but like Carlos had made it clear that he wants to see a stronger version of me, which I know is bound to happen once I get a new job. The problem is, I'm sitting in this goddamn workplace every single day, going through the same old bullshit as far as, like what I've, like just having to sit most of the time, and it's not a busy environment anymore. It's not busy. It's even the sales reps out there just chilling and, just kicking back most of the time, especially after 4 p.m. It's just, that's a dreadful thing, That takes a mental toll out of my system. It's an energy drainer at this point. So I mean, it's just like the way I'm seeing it, man. It just so happens that to sit in a workplace like this, it is mentally draining. That's why I can't be the person that I am, because I'm literally in a drag fest. That's just how I'm seeing it. That's just how I'm seeing it, right? So, and I get it. I have to take accountability for my own actions. The problem is, even having done that, or let's say if I even do so, they're still gonna see me like that, like this, unhappy, miserable. Just having all these random mood swings every time I'm in my dump, my workplace. I don't want any of them to think that, like I'm having these I'm unhappy as a person. I don't want them to see me venting anymore. I don't want guys like Russ repeatedly telling me, well, hey Jay, I know you're having your issues and all that, but I pray you have a new job. I know he said that a lot, but I know that dude has already been tired, because I know he said that I've been apologizing to a lot and all that shit. Even a lot of the times that I lashed out on him, even Dewey as well. And it's guys like even Carlos questioning, the stupidity of the company president, why they don't get overtime, this and that, why everyone, including myself, is paid this low. The fact that everyone's jobs are, they're all paid higher than me. All the guys in the group, especially all my other friends outside of the group, they're all paid higher than me. Lovely Mel, who works with, what's she? I think she's like a caregiver. She get paid like $6 higher than me. Yeah, look at all the salaries. Look at all the pay raise for the graphic artist or graphic design. Junior graphic designer. Starting at $25 an hour, dude. I'm not joking when I say this. It is for real. I'm dead serious when I say this. A graphic design position, and I'm talking about a junior level, entry level position, $25 an hour. Some are probably starting like 22 and all that, but 25 to 28. I've seen those kind of positions on Indeed, ZipRecruiter. So I'm at the point, like, this could be a whole another topic as far as like where I'm at with my career and where the field of graphic design stands. I don't want to get into all that. I'm getting straight into this topic as far as where my social life is at. And I'm gonna go bigger picture here as far as you know, as like how I'm just completely exposing myself. Because Mari made a comment recently, and she on one of my YouTube videos, and she said that she posted that, you know, I guess she posted a video of me talking about, you know, basically what you call like the the death of my friendships. I mean, I'm talking about most of my friendships with most of my friends from that are not the Nutbwallers. You know, they're and I don't know where she was actually. She posted. She must. Yeah, she told me she posted it, and I guess no one said a thing. You know, that to me, and I know I one of those ex close friends of mine. She has a birthday today. It just hurts my heart to even say it. I know. Shout out to Rhea. Happy birthday. I know she don't want to hear from me no more and all that. But let me get myself further into this, man. It's just so sad that all of this, and even what I've done last year and the year before, and even a few years back, with this shell of myself, this worst version of myself, it's exposing me as being the bad friend that I am. Yep, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. And I don't care if anyone disagrees. Even if the remaining friends disagree with me, they won't say I'm a bad friend. But I'm going to say it. I'm exposed. I've exposed myself as a bad friend. I've exposed myself as a bad friend. Yes. I'm pretty sure even the guys on the Nutbwallers won't admit it. I'm pretty sure they feel the same way. Heck, for Dewey to even say that I'm still a good friend, I haven't given him his Christmas gift, even after lashing out at him on the infamous group text incident, even all the other shit that I said prior, like leading up to that, I'm even surprised he said that. I'm still a good friend. Well, I mean, hey. His skin is a lot thicker than most of the other friends that I know of, because I know his other half ain't dealing with me no more. He even said, you know, fuck your apology, lose my number, we're done. He literally said that. His other half said that. F your apology, lose my number, we're done. I try to stop and say, hey, no, I don't want to enter a friendship. No, dude, he isn't buying that no more. Robbie's done with me completely. So he's X'd out. I'm sorry, like he left me for good. Sucks, but you know, that's exactly why when I looked at his channel in in December, I saw that he deleted all of his Nutballer videos. I'm talking about all the videos that he had that are related to the Nutballers. No, he's completely done with me, man. It just goes to show. Like I said before, man, this version of me being this shell of myself, it's just going nowhere. That's why I can't, like, I'm not putting any of this on any of my friends, like Russ and Dewey and the boss and Carlos and all that. I'm just not in the same atmosphere as them right now. I'm in a whole different level of darkness, in case any of these guys want to know. I already admitted that I'm a bad friend, okay? None of these guys want to admit it, but the people that are on my Valentine's memorial and my Christmas memorial, and even this recent memorial that I just showed you guys, they admitted I'm a bad friend. Jessica, Rhea, Angel, Shy, Kriza, Christine, Kirill, who else am I? The list goes on, man. The list goes on. It's a lot of these guys. They know I'm a bad friend. And I'm pretty sure these guys from the Nutbwallers, they know I'm a bad friend too. They just don't want to say it. Deep down inside their hearts, they know I'm a bad friend because of what I did. And it's not just because of the group text incident. It's because of what I said. All these things that I said repeatedly, more so, in the group chats, that are leading up to that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, man, I'm surprised they all never left me. But these last few years, I feel like I just destroyed my own friend circle. It's just, it's nearly destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, getting back to what I said. I mean, those guys aren't gonna admit it, but I'm sure all the friends that left me, Lovely Mel, Angel, Rhea, Krisa, Christine, Jessica, I can name a whole list. Tristan, Arnaldo, who else? Robbie, dude, I can name a whole list. That's why Robbie said it. The people that blocked me, I lost count of how many people blocked you. Some of me. Yeah, it's a problem. That's how I'm being exposed as a bad friend. Yeah, I am that bad friend. I know this is not the person that I am, but based on a lot of these wrongdoings that I made, it just so happens that I've exposed myself, okay? I'll admit it. I failed being a good friend in general. I failed at that. I failed being the friend that I am. And this is not a knock on myself and my true personality, but unfortunately, this is not who I am as a person, but it has come this far. Unfortunately, this is where it all ends, dude. This is where it all ends. Unfortunately, this is where it all ends. So it just comes to a point where, I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like the life right now I'm dealing with is when it comes to the stress that I'm dealing with, especially just recently at home. My workplace is what it is. And that's one issue within itself. But I'm talking about outside of that dump. My issues at home right now, it's just the worst ever in a long time. I hate to say this, man. And it's hard enough for me to just, while I'm still trying to find the help that I need. Right now, it's like I'm at the point where, being in this workplace has not taught me anything, since what? Just the first and second year, I would think. And so to be in this position right now, to not have that same mentality, it's like I can't actively. I'm not challenged. I'm not challenged mentally, dude. I'm not challenged like I was in the first couple of years. I like having to go through the adversity that I did then. I don't have that much adversity anymore. I'm just literally sitting there talking to no one, okay? Doing my own shit. I'm hardly doing any work now. And it's so dead silent every single day. I'm just sitting there for 8 hours. That's why I have to go out every single day doing my shoot-around games, or just needing fresh air, just taking a walk somewhere else. It is what it is at this point for me. I'm not... people can say I'm capping if they say that I'm going through sort of the worst stress right now of all my other friends. Yeah, I feel like I'm going through the worst stress right now as far as this recent time. I'm not saying in general. I'm talking about this recent time. And it even factors into what I haven't done, I've done nothing. I've done nothing since. And look at all these guys right now. What stress are they facing that I haven't, The fact that some people just don't believe in me, people say, don't ignore them, look, we all have to believe in ourselves, but at the end of the day, it's like, dude, just for me to have to go through all this, where, I get criticized for a lot of what I say as far as nobody believes in me, this and that, you gotta believe in yourself, don't let it, don't let anything get to you. So what if it's even your own family members? What if they, I'm just saying this as an example. What if they don't believe in me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it's your own, you know, your own relatives, your own, I'm talking about immediate family members, like, as far as, like, they don't believe in me. I mean, how am I supposed to respond to that? Because I don't know any friends that are going through any sibling issues or whatever, or family issues like that, as far as, like, you know. But, I mean, again, I'm not gonna go through in detail what, you know, as far as personal issues are, but, you know, going to the bigger picture, I'm a failure of a friend. I'm a failure of a friend. I mean, everyone, I mean, all the guys in my, you know, my friend circle, the remaining ones, Carlos, Dewey, Julio, Abbas, Russ, they all know I'm a failure. They all know I'm a failure of a friend. Yeah, I know Julio said, we never left you. Now, of course, I know they want me to get better. As far as I'm concerned, you know, I want the, you know, but at the end, it's like I said in a previous video, they, you know, they're gonna expect a whole lot out of me, and I even said it in the last, in that 3-part video. So, I mean, being this worst version of myself still, and having to deal with a whole lot of issues at work, outside of work, and all that, even at home, you know, it's just the facts, dude. I mean, I'm already admitting it. I don't know if they're gonna admit it, but that's why, like, look at this memorial right here. Look at this. Check this out. This is how I made it, right? It's similar, you know, I'm actually combining the concepts that I made for the Kobe memorial that I made on my desk in January, and the Valentine's one. I'm combining it all together. I'm including the Kobe pics on the side, along with my ex-close friends. It's all in black and white. Never mind the ones on the basketball court. The ones in color are the ones that are still there, right? So, just look at it. Even the names down there. I mean, even the name just struck me. And the dates of when our friendships ended. That's how bad it is, man. To see that many, yeah, dude. So, I'm just exposing myself, and they've exposed me as a bad friend. I get it. I've done a whole lot of wrongdoings to them. I've done myself a whole wrong. I failed a lot of these friends. Even failed some of these Nutballer friends. Like, you know, I failed Julio. I failed Robbie. I failed Tristan and Andrew. You know, it's just. I mean, look, I'm not gonna give up. I still want to be a better person, but you know, the only way I can get myself to not feeling stuck in this life is, you know, I gotta get me a new job. That's the only way I can feel like I'm already having a new life. I'm already moving forward. Because for as long as I'm still here, it's gonna be hard to let most of these guys go, because I met most of these friends from that year. So it is what it is, man. You know, I'm gonna leave it at this, man. Because all I wanted to do is just follow up on this video, and I'm going with the bigger picture. You know, I'm sorry that I even have to go off on this still, but it is what it is at this point. You know, it is what it is. I'm sorry. You know, it's that's the way that I'm seeing my life and all that. So it is what it is at this point for me. It's just, yeah, like, I mean, I gotta keep doing what I'm doing, because, you know, the fact that I lost this many friends, it's already exposing me being the friend that I am. You know, it's like I failed, dude. It shows me my life is a failure. And all these issues I'm going through, it just shows me that my life is a failure. I mean, how many, it's one of those days am I going to have? I already had so many of those. I'm literally this stressed out, man. And I just don't know how to get out of it. Really. I mean, even if I'm talking to any of my friends right now, like, let's say, if I go back to a friend circle, like, yeah, you know, kumbaya, mingling with all of them, even on Facebook, this and that, and eventually they're still gonna see this same old me. I don't want any of these guys to see the same old me. I've made that clear in the 3-part video. I mean, they're gonna expect that me to, or at least they're gonna expect me to say, you know, like seeing things that are worse than what was said in the group chats. You know, the group, what do you call it? The infamous group text incident. So, you know, if I come, they think that ain't enough, and they might think, shoot, if they see me continuing to be this person, this version of me, it's like, nah, I told you, I'm not letting them see this, you know, continue to see me like this. I told you, I'd rather they not hear from me than for them to hear from me that I'm still being like this. I told you, man. I mean, the only guys that actually reached out is Mari, you know, Carlos and Julio. I think one time Neil reached out to me, but that's you know, that's it, man. I mean, it's just that. I mean, I haven't heard from any of the other guys. I mean, am I assuming they're all fed up with me? I would not be surprised, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say, man, as far as like adding on to what I said. I mean, shit, dude. They may think I'm capping, but this is how I see it. So, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm a failure of a friend. I know these guys know it. I know the ex-close friends that I know. It's you know, that's that. So this is the last video I'm gonna make. I'm gonna strictly go on to continue uploading older videos of last year and stuff like that. And until I get a new job, this is how it's gonna be for me until I do so. But anyways, I'll catch y'all later. Wait till y'all hear from me until I get a new job. So anyways, you know, y'all let me know what you think, man. You know, whoever sees this video, you know, just if you feel what you want to feel, you know, it is what it is, you know. Y'all let me know what you think. You know, you have a nice rest of your day. Bye.